Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you through a 25-minute Pilates arms and abs workout. I'll be using 2-pound weights today. You can use anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds, water bottles, soup cans, or nothing at all. But wherever you are, we're getting started seated on the mat with some shoulder rolls to the back. 3 more big rolls with the shoulders warming up the upper body, and switch directions, shoulder rolls to the front. For 2 and 1, and then go ahead, interlace your hands behind your head for my favorite stretch, inhaling to round through the spine, drawing the elbows together in front of the face, exhaling to pull the elbows back, arching the back. Inhale, curve through the spine, elbows draw together, exhale, elbows pull back, we arch the spine. 2 more. Inhale, round down. Exhale, expand through the chest, pull the elbows back. Last one. Inhale, curve it down. And exhale, open it up. Inhale to reach your arms straight up overhead now. Exhale to float them down by your sides. And let's find an all-fours position, stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And inhale to reach your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, dropping down onto your right shoulder and your right cheek, getting a nice spinal twist and a stretch for that right upper body. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. Exhale, place it down, other side. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle, dropping down to the left shoulder, getting another spinal twist and a stretch for that left side. Inhale, lift that left arm back up towards the sky, and exhale, place it down. Let's get ready to warm up through the core and the upper body a bit more with a little combo series. So tuck your toes under, lift your knees, and step back, finding your high plank. Then drop the knees down, keeping the weight in your hands. Drop your elbows to the mat. Press through the palms to straighten the arms. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Let's do that again. Drop the knees, drop the elbows. Press up through the palms, lift up to your nice high plank position. Drop the knees, keeping the weight in the base of your palms to really feel this up the back side of the upper body into those triceps. As we drop the elbows down, lowering the chest, press up to straight, lift the knees, find your plank. Just giving me 2 more here. Really moving nice and slow, thinking about engaging the core, engaging the triceps. Last one, drop the elbows, press to straight, and then let's hold in our high plank. Walk your feet out as wide as the mat, and let's find our shoulder taps. Tap the left shoulder and the right. Tap the left, tap the right. 6 more each side. Trying to minimize the rocking back and forth in your hips, using the strength of your core to stay nice and stable here. Just giving me 2 more each side, and last one. Drop the knees down out as wide as the mat, bring your big toes to touch, and sit your hips back for a nice child's pose for a quick moment of rest. And when you're ready, shift forward once again into that all-fours position and pick up a weight into your right hand. Getting ready to work into that right arm, pull your elbow back behind your rib cage, keeping it tucked in towards the body, and exhale as you extend your arm back and inhale to bend. Exhale, extend, inhale, bend. 6 more, squeezing through the triceps here as we press it back and bend it in. Elbow stays lifted at the same height the entire time. We're just hinging the arm out to the side and bending it back in. For 2 more. Hold that arm extended now. Lift your arm out to shoulder height and squeeze it back in towards your hip. Lift it to the side and squeeze it in. Palm is facing back the entire time, starting to warm up through the shoulders and through the lats here. Just giving me 4 more. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to squeeze the arm back in. Staying super stable through the rest of the body here. Only thing moving is that right arm. This is your last one. Lift it up. and pull it back. Bend the elbow, drop your weight, switch it right over to the other side, same exact thing, pull that left elbow back in towards the rib cage and extend your arm to straight. Bend it in and extend, inhaling as we bend, exhaling as we extend that arm out, squeezing through the back side of your upper arm, through that tricep. We've just got 3 more here, really pressing down through that right palm. And last one, hold with that arm extended, lift it out to shoulder height and squeeze it in towards the hip. Inhale, lift it out. Exhale, squeeze it back. 6 more, really feeling this through that left shoulder, through that left side of the back as we inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze, trying not to let that arm drop below the hip line here, keeping it nice and lifted. For 2 more. And last one. Bend the elbow, drop the weight, and sit your hips back for one last child's pose, really reaching forward with the fingertips, stretching out through the upper body. Slide your hands back towards your hips now and swing around so that you're seated at the front edge of your mat with your legs out in front of you, bent and the feet hip distance apart. Grab a weight into either hand and flip your palms up, getting ready for our half roll downs. So extend your arms out at shoulder height. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, roll halfway back towards the mat and roll the elbows back. Inhale, sit up, arms reach forward. Exhale, tuck the hips under, round through the spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, they extend. Exhale, tuck the hips, find that C curve with the spine. Giving me 4 more here, really focusing on reaching forward with the arms, reaching up with the spine, and then rounding back and pulling the elbows back behind the rib cage. This is your last one. Hold in that C curve now, and extend your arms out at shoulder height. Curl your right hand in and extend. Curl the left hand, right hand, and left. Let's add the lower body now. Curl the right arm and right knee, drop it down. Left arm, left knee, and drop it down. Exhale as we curl and lift one knee. Inhale as we place them back down onto the mat, holding that spine rounded back in that C-curve position the entire time. Just give me 1 more each side like this. Now, as a challenge, I want you to lift both feet up off the mat and let's curl both arms. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. And extend. Option to drop the feet if this is a little too much, or keep going with that alternating knee lifts. But for my challengers, hold this lifted boat position as we exhale to curl the arms and inhale to extend. This is your last one. You can do it. Hold the arms out, drop your legs if they're not already there, and pulse the upper body back to finish. For 8. For 7, keeping those arms lifted up at shoulder height here, just pulsing back. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, roll all the way down onto your backs. Awesome job. Extend your legs long out in front of you, and let's get ready for our weighted Pilates roll-ups. So extend your arms straight overhead. And on your inhale, reach the arms forward, tuck the hips under, roll all the way up through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, reach your hands forward. Inhale, tuck the hips under, roll down through the spine, and exhale to reach your arms up overhead. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll down, and exhale, reach overhead. Give me 4 more. Inhale, rolling up bone by bone through that spine, reach it forward. Roll down bone by bone once again and reach the arms overhead. Inhaling in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth at the end. This is your final 2 rounds of this. And last one, really tucking the hips under to roll up through the spine, find your forward fold, roll all the way down, and reach the arms up. Drop your weights down by your sides now, reach your arms straight overhead once again, and just stretch through both sides of the body, releasing through the arms and the core. And release your arms back down by your sides, bend your knees in and separate your feet hip distance apart, getting ready for our next ab series. Grab a hold of a weight in either hand, reach your arms up at shoulder height with the palms facing forward, and lift your knees up to tabletop, stacking them directly over the hips. Exhale to crunch up, pressing your arms down by your sides, and inhale, roll down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Just give me 2 more like this, rolling up through the upper body, pressing the arms down by the sides. Last one before we add on. This time, exhale, crunch up, press the arms down by your sides. Then reach your arms overhead, extend your legs out in front of you, and crunch up, press the arms down. Reach the arms overhead, kick the legs out, crunch up through the chest, and press the arms to the hips. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale, bring the knees to tabletop, crunch up through the chest. Inhale, extend, keeping that lower back pressing down into the mat. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, extend, kicking the legs out in front of you at the diagonal angle, and then crunching up through the upper body. This is your last 2 here. And last one. Crunch up. And extend. Hold in that extended position. Press your arms down by your hips. And bend the knees in. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe gently rock from side to side, giving yourself a little massage here. Release your legs back down now. Grab a hold of your weights once again. This time, press them up at shoulder height and bring the hands to touch in front of your chest and lift your knees up to tabletop. On your exhale, crunch up, open the knees and reach your arms through the legs. Inhale, lower down, close the knees. Exhale, crunch up, making that diamond shape with the legs, and lower down. Really diving through the legs, reaching your hands towards the end of your mat, crunching up here, pressing the weights together, active through the chest and the shoulders as we exhale to crunch. Inhale to lower back down. Crunch it up, keeping the big toes touching the entire time, just opening the knees out into that diamond shape, and then squeezing back to tabletop as we lower through the chest. Hold in your crunch position now. Pulse up once in the center, then lift your arms up and outside the knees as you pulse. Up and inside to pulse, up and outside to pulse. 6 more. Pulse center and pulse open, lifting the arms up and over the legs each time. Pulsing outside and pulsing inside. Just a little baby crunch through the upper body as we exhale, pulse, and exhale, pulse. Just for 2 more rounds. And last one, pulse inside and pulse outside. Hold the hands together inside the legs now. Inhale to tap your toes to the mat and exhale, lift them back up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale to lift. 6 more here. Inhale, lower, keeping it nice and lifted up through the upper body. Never letting that back start to arch, especially as we lower the legs down towards the mat. Maybe reduce your range of motion a little bit if you start to feel that lower back creeping up. We've only got 2 more here, taking it nice and slow. And last one, tap the toes and lift them up. Drop your weights down, hug the knees in, lower through the chest, and draw some circles with the knees, releasing through the hips, the center of the body. Release your legs now, grab a hold of just one weight and roll over onto the left side of your body, propping yourself up onto the left forearm, stacking your shoulder directly over the elbow, and bring the weight into your right hand. Draw the knees together on the mat, getting ready for a side plank series. Pull your right elbow in towards the right hip with the hand pointing up. Inhale here, and exhale, lift the hips, press the arms up, and extend your right leg long. Inhale back to that starting position. Exhale, hips lift, arm and leg lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to lift. Inhale down, and exhale, lift it up. Just give me 2 more here, really using the strength of that left oblique. Let's hold in that lifted position now. Thread your right arm under the left side of the body and lift it back up. Inhale, thread the needle. Exhale to release. 6 more. Inhale, twisting under. Exhale, release. Hips are staying lifted up at the same height the entire time. Option to drop that top leg at any point if you need to take it down a notch. But we're threading that needle, rotating through the center of the spine here as we inhale to twist. Exhale to release. This is your last one. Hold with that arm lifted. Now reach your arm overhead and down to the right hip. Reach it overhead and down. 6 more, just waving that arm up and waving it down, making sure those hips are staying lifted, engaging through that left oblique, getting a little bonus glute work here as well as we work into the shoulder, reaching up and reaching down. Last one. Hold the arms straight up now and pulse the hips to finish for 10. For 9, little squeezes up and down with those hips. Just for 5, we stretch in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower those hips down, drop your weight in front of you, and reach that left arm up and over, finding our nice mermaid stretch, stretching out through that left oblique and the left side of the body. Release your stretch, and let's get that other side out of the way right away. So flip over onto the right side of the body now, grab your weight into your left hand, dropping down to that right forearm, getting ready for that modified plank position, hugging that elbow in towards the rib cage. And exhale to lift the hips, extend the left leg and the left arm, and inhale, lower everything down. Exhale, lift up and extend, inhale, lower. Exhale, press up using the strength of that right oblique to lift you up into that side plank position. Just giving me 2 more like this. And last one, let's hold lifted now. Threading the needle with that left arm, reaching under the body and back up. Threading the needle under and lifting it back up towards the sky. 6 more. Inhaling as we reach under, twisting through the center of the spine, and exhaling as we release. Keeping the hips frozen in place, nice and lifted this entire time as we reach under and up. Just give me 2 more here. And last one, and let's start those waves with the arms, reaching overhead and down to the left hip. Lift it overhead and down towards the hip. 6 more. Option to drop that left leg down like I did if you really want to focus on that right oblique here and it was feeling a little too crazy with it out to the side. Inhaling to reach the arm up and exhaling to flip it down towards the hip. Last one. Hold the arms straight up and pulse the hips to finish for 10. For 9, just lifting those hips up and down a couple of inches. Stretching in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down, drop your weight in front of you, find that mermaid position with the legs, and reach your right arm up and over, stretching out the right side of the body. Release your mermaid stretch, and let's get ready for our final series of this class, grabbing a hold of a weight in either hand, popping up onto the knees or into a standing position, whatever's more comfortable for you. Bring a weight into each palm, and then hug your elbows in towards the body with the arms bent at 90 degrees. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, keeping that 90-degree bend through the elbows here as we lift up to the shoulders and drop it down to the hips. Give me 3 more here. Last 2. And hold the elbows lifted now. Press your arms straight in front of you and pull them back. Press them forward, pull them back, drawing the shoulder blades together as you pull the elbows back behind that shoulder line, squeezing through the upper back. Keeping the arms lifted in line with the shoulders the entire time. For 2 more. And last one, hold, pulled back. Extend your arms to the sides and bend them in. Extend them out and bend. 6 more. Palms are facing down here to inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Out and in, squeezing the shoulders and the biceps. For 2 more. Hold extended now, flip the palms up, bring your hands together overhead and pull them back to shoulder height. Lift them up, pull them down, slight bend through the elbows here, lifting up and down like a beautiful ballerina, squeezing to lift and lower. Exhaling overhead, inhaling back down to shoulder height. Hold the arms lifted overhead now. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees and press your arms straight. Bend them down, press them straight. Pulling the elbows down in line with the shoulders and pressing them right back up towards the sky. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. For 2 more. And last one, hold the elbows bent and extend your arms to the front and curl them in. Extend front and curl, keeping the elbows lifted in line with the shoulders here, squeezing through the biceps. For 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And last one, hold the arms extended, open your arms out to the sides, flip the palms down, lower the arms to the hips and lift them up to shoulder height. Lower down and lift for our lateral raise. 6 more. Exhaling to squeeze and lift, inhaling to drop the hands down for a quick moment of rest before lifting them right back up to shoulder height. For 2 more. Hold those arms lifted now and pulse them up for 10. For 9, don't let them drop, we're almost there. Pulsing for 6. For 5, last 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms straight out to the sides and just breathe. Slight bend through the elbows. This is where we finish this class. Trying to keep the arms lifted in line with the shoulders. Take one final inhale in through the nose and exhale, press your arms down by your sides, drop your weights, you are done with them. Sit your hips back on your heels, interlace your hands behind your back and roll your shoulders up, back and down, feeling that stretch across the front of the shoulders and the chest. Release that stretch and cross your right arm in front of the body, pulling it into your chest with the left arm, pressing your shoulders down and back. Switch sides, crossing the left arm in front, pulling it in with the right and pressing the shoulders down. Reach your arms out in front of your shoulders now and flex your hands so your fingers point to the sides. Open the arms, flip the fingers in and close. Flip the fingers out, press open, stretching out through the front of the arms and close. Just 2 more, driving the fingertips behind you, flipping them in and driving them together. Last one. Opening out and closing it in. Bring your hands behind your head now. And inhale to round through the spine, drawing the elbows together. Exhale, expand through the chest, arch the back. Just like how we started this class, inhaling to round down through the spine. Exhaling to open through the chest, stretching out through the core. 2 more here. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Release your arms down to your sides now and roll your shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1, and roll them forward, releasing any remaining tension through that upper body. Last one, And that is it for today's 25-minute Pilates arms and abs workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone!